So we had all the protests about the migrant hotels, and they're still going on. So what is their answer? Deportation? Yeah? No, 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 not deportation. Infestation.
This is truly unreal. Imagine you're living in the tiny rural village of Stoke Heath, England. Population 150. Then you suddenly discover, having never even been consulted, that the new build estate you were told was going to be for social housing is actually going to be used to house hundreds of random foreign men.
Migrant Street. 83 asylum seekers moving into 250,000 new builds.
Yeah, when people demanded the government close down the town centre migrant hotels, they wanted to see the illegals deported, not dumped slap bang in the middle of their tiny villages. What could possibly go wrong? You've just moved into your nice new build in a pretty English hamlet. Time to meet the neighbours. Yeah, if you thought you could escape cultural enrichment by fleeing to the Shires, then think again, because they're going to bring that diversity right to your door. And literally right next to a children's playground. 2 minutes away from a primary school. What could possibly go wrong?
What are you doing in the park, boys? You're allowed to be standing there smiling at my kids. What are you smiling at my kids for?
And have you seen these free houses they're just going to be given?
I'm here in Stoke Heath at Dutton Close, and these are 21 brand new houses that are basically going to be used for migrants. 121 migrants. They get their own estate.
1.5 million British households on council waiting lists needing new homes. And the illegals just hop on a boat from France and get handed all this for free.
It's just insane coming here and seeing this. This isn't some old 3-star hotel or some disused student block. This is brand new homes out in the sticks. And right next door is a child's play park. Right on their doorsteps. Flipping insane.
This isn't on the edge of a new town. There's barely anything there. They're now just plonking them down in the middle of nowhere.
Guys, so I just wanted to show you how rural
we're noticing.
this place actually is. I'm outside St Peter's Church in Stoke-on-Tern. This is about 2 miles from Dutton Close. And it's such a peaceful place.
Yeah, not for much longer.
This goes to show it don't matter if you're in towns, cities, villages. The problem is coming to you.
Thousands more are being imported every single week, and they're now just scattering them around the country.
When she says she is closing down asylum hotels, what does that mean? Does it mean these people have been deported?
No, they've just been left in the community.
No, they are being put in HMOs, they are being put in new builds. They're coming to army bases near you. Villages like Bicester, literally it looks like something off a postcard. That's now going to have like a couple thousand asylum seekers placed on the outside of it. They are absolutely lying to you when they say they're tough.
But wait until you hear what's happening in another village. If anything, it's even more shocking. The government's about to pass legislation making asylum seekers pay £10,000 towards their accommodation. The catch? They only pay it back once they start earning, which many don't, while others just disappear into the black economy. Leftist media outlets reacted with uproar, framing it as performative cruelty and calling it a moral outrage. The bias on their coverage of this was brazen. I know this thanks to Ground News, a long-time partner of the channel. I use their app and website in my daily research. Subscribe now using my link, ground.news/PJW, and get 40% off unlimited access. Or just scan the QR code right there.
It's not really in a village, it's on a rural housing estate.
I knew this was coming. I knew it. I knew that there's such a weak-ass government. They spread them around the country. Well, we haven't got the housing. I know, we'll build new estates that should go to people that are born and bred here, native, that have been on a council waiting list for years. F them, we'll put the asylum seekers in instead. It is disgusting.
Estate of about 80 houses that currently is home to about 150 people, most of them families. I'm not going to film any faces, but there are all around me, there are kids on bikes, kids walking home from school. These are all brand new build houses. Each one of these houses is going to have 5 to 6 asylum seekers in it.
The people already living on that one small estate are going to see their population almost double thanks to the illegals. It's already got a permanent police presence and they haven't even moved in yet.
The police are just pulling up to watch what I'm doing. There they go. They've actually, as I drove into the estate, they were going around, so they must just be literally going around and around in circles.
Notice how the estate they chose to dump the migrants in appears to have a quite nativist, patriotic sentiment.
It's actually a really nice little neighbourhood. I've been here a few times, actually. It's always really pleasant to come to. There's usually a lot of England flags, as you can imagine, at the World Cup being on at the moment. There's even more than usual.
Wow, are they actually trying to punish them or what?
But everybody seems to know each other. Everyone seems to get along pretty well. Yeah, into that, they're going to drop 120.
There's going to be trouble.
People from abroad.
What could possibly go wrong? The locals are absolutely fuming. We feel like we've been lied to. I've got 3 teenage girls and we're really worried. It was a complete shock. I found out on the internet. We couldn't believe it. It doesn't feel fair that these people will be living in shiny new homes free of charge, which hard-working local folk could never afford. Even the local council and the police commissioner are gobsmacked. The government never even consulted them. They just told them the illegals are coming. They reassured the residents the homes would be for families, if you can believe that. But even so, there's barely any amenities here. There isn't even a bus stop. Schools, doctors, dentists will be overwhelmed with the influx. But if you think Stoke Heath has it bad, just look what's happening in Linton-on-Ouse. Population 800. Yeah, get ready for a hefty dose of cultural enrichment, because your population is about to triple.
Illegal immigrants are about to be scattered across the British countryside. Yesterday, the government announced that they are seeking planning permission to turn former military bases in Bicester in Oxfordshire, Barnham in Suffolk, and in North Yorkshire as well, in Linton-on-Ouse, into asylum seeker accommodation.
1,500, maybe more illegals dumped in a village, which doesn't even have a local shop, never mind a doctor's practice.
So I'm at the RAF base here in Linton-on-Ouse, as you can see.
Anyone who's watching this who doesn't come from the UK, it is very difficult to get a doctor's appointment. It's hard. It's very difficult. I haven't got a dentist at the moment. Well, I've been on the list for about 8 months now to get a new dentist. Backlogs. Yeah. And for them to do this in areas where there are no amenities, there is no local hospital, no local GP, no local dentist. It's just insanity. It's absolute insanity.
See behind me here, this is one of the main entrances and exits with the site office just behind. Let's say that gate does stay shut forever. You could potentially just climb that tree if you had to escape, let's say. And the most alarming thing of all is this exit is literally at the end of someone's driveway.
It's midnight. Why is someone knocking on our door?
It's freaking us out. You know, it's just
crazy.
The RAF base where they want to house the illegals is literally rotting away. It's got toxic waste all over the place. It's got asbestos. There's no power, no water, no phone lines.
Mate,
they're going to have to spend astronomical amounts of taxpayer money just to get it functioning again. And all to accommodate an endless stream of random foreign men coming from France, a totally safe country. When we could literally just, I don't know, use our border force and military to blockade the channel. Imagine generations of people living in these picture-perfect, bucolic English villages, and they're all about to be completely ruined.
Barnham in Suffolk, just 600 people currently living there, apparently. Barnham is described online as a highly desirable, peaceful place to live. It is a picturesque conservation village. Well, not anymore, it isn't. Is it? I'm afraid. No, it's about to become an enclave of Sudan, Eritrea and Afghanistan.
What could possibly go wrong?
I'm scared that, whenever I come out of school, they're going to be across the road watching everyone come out. And, I feel like one day me or other people my age are just going to be watched by these men. I have to walk the longer way to school now. I can't walk into the town much anymore by myself. I have to really go with friends or parents, and I can't even really go to the park unless there's my friend's parents there.
Residents of Linton-on-Ouse are furious, pleading they're unable to cope and pledging to fight the plan. But glaringly, there's been little or no news coverage of this story from leftist media outlets whatsoever, suggesting even they recognise the whole thing is completely ludicrous and impossible to defend. Ground News helps you instantly compare how the same story is being covered worldwide and across the political spectrum, identifying media bias and how they spin certain narratives. It's been
Can you imagine Donald Trump allowing this? Can you?
been an invaluable tool for me, so please.
Can you imagine Poland, Hungary allowing this? Nah.
Subscribe using my link down below to
UK?
get 40% off their unlimited access plan.
Well, I'm sure you can imagine that it was disbelief.
What makes it worse is that locals spent the best part of a year protesting against this exact same scheme back in 2022.
As Home Office representatives arrive for a parish council meeting in Linton-on-Ouse, residents make clear their opposition to the plans for an asylum centre.
Having thought they'd won, now they've got to do it all over again. It's just disbelief, isn't it? We're utterly and completely gobsmacked. Why are they doing this? So they're closing the migrant hotels to help community cohesion.
We are absolutely determined to close hotels up and down the country, which have done so much damage for community cohesion.
Claiming it's a response to people concerned about mass migration.
And we will do whatever it takes to close those hotels.
Then instead of actually deporting the illegals, they're just figuratively airdropping them en masse into quaint rural enclaves, effectively punishing people in those areas because they don't vote left-wing.
One in St Helens, Crewe, Aberdeen, Halifax, etc, etc, etc. The list goes on. Now, the majority of them, the overwhelming majority of them, were in Labour areas, or areas that Labour thought that they were within a chance of sneaking a win. And they've now announced that they're going to close 20 more. And the areas where they're moving them to, in these barracks that I've just said there, Labour is predicted to have a 0% chance of winning in Linton-on-Ouse or Bicester at the next election, and just a 10% chance in the Suffolk constituency. So can you kind of see what's going on a little bit here now?
And why do these migrants even want to come at this point? I mean, yeah, aside from the free house, free healthcare and an endless raft of other freebies, but just to live on some decaying, disused military base, or in some alien remote village thousands of miles from home, completely divorced from their culture and everything they know, surrounded by people who make it clear they're not welcome. At this point, you've just got to accept that this isn't an organic migrant crisis. It's a deliberate, weaponised assault on native Brits.
That was brilliant. Brilliantly done by PJW, Paul Joseph Watson, one of my favourite content creators. Absolutely disturbing. That was insane. It's insanity. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please like the video and share it, because it helps me, helps out algorithm, getting new videos up every day for you, or more or less every other day. Please put in the comments what you think. Make of what's going on here in England, and if you've got any ideas for videos for me to cover, put it in the comments, put it on my X account. Thanks a lot, guys, and I'll catch you soon.